Hi, my name is Vladislav Koulikov, and let's train Russian Sambo. Hi guys, my name is Vlad Koulikov with Ultimate Sambo at Warwick, New York, and my helper today is Tim Oshel. And we're going to cover self-defense and fighting techniques, street fighting techniques of combat Sambo. Remember guys, techniques are techniques in sport or combat Sambo. We're just gonna put some nasty twist to our street fighting to finish and to get the job done. Remember, if you have to use it on the street, it's probably your excessive force will be justified. Guys, we're going to start with a simple attack and then we're going to progress into more deadly attacks. We're going to start with the grabs, then we're going to punches, then kicks, and then weapons. Okay, the first basic one. You are grabbed like that. Remember, if he's here, which means situation escalated and it's going to only get worse. So, once you're here, remember that contact in this case could be your friend, all right? Very naturally for the guys, the first reaction would be to punch in the face. But instead of just slugging and boxing, we're going to go into more defined technique and into more controlling and restraining technique. So we're here. Remember, the first thing Tim might do is punch you in the face. So, you know, be ready to block and evade, okay? So, once that is done, we're going to go into our arm lock. So first thing is first, watch guys. If I simply step back with my left leg, what happened? He just walked into me. He lost his balance. If he doesn't want to lose balance, he's going to have to let go. So my goal is a shift. You know, he lets go. If he doesn't, once again my body mass is taking him after me. Simultaneously, as he's stepping towards me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my so-called tiger mouth, this part of my hand, and ram it right in his throat, right in his Adam's apple, okay? Like this. That by itself could stop attack right there. He's gonna start choking and grabbing his throat and so forth and so on. But we'll move on. We'll assume that he's inhuman and he's very tough, and he's very tough. So we're here, we strike him. Right away, after we struck, note guys, I'm grabbing the arm. Okay, now I want to follow up. Now I'm not going to be satisfied with him letting go. Okay, so I'm stepping and striking him with tiger mouth. I'm going to slide my hand like this. Don't lose contact. Slide. Okay, I'm going to put my thumb and note guys, not this way, but fingertip down like such. In his pressure point, I don't have to squeeze, just little pressure. Okay, squeeze a little bit, rotate, that his pinky is up, reinforce the pressure with my second hand, note both hands of mine are on Tim's hand. Don't grab his wrist, because the technique is a wrist breaking technique. Thus, I want his wrist to be unsupported, unbraced. And what I'm doing, I'm using my chest for leverage and just bring him down, like this. What it is, it's not a twisting or hyperextension, it's one bone in the wrist eats up into other bone in his forearm. And as he's coming down, I can add knee attack, like that. Once again, attacker grabs you, like this, wants to punch you. Remember, the first thing might be a defense against the punch. Second thing, and my goal is right now to break his wrist, okay? This is his strong arm, right arm, I want to take care of that. Maybe after that I have to go with something else, but first thing is first. I'm going to step back, grab him by the wrist. As he's stepping into me, you have to time it so you catch him like this. Okay, so power is doubled. His body weight jams right in my tiger mouth. Just like this. Hit. Don't grab, you hit him. Then you're going to slide, put your thumb like this inside on his pressure point, squeeze, rotate his wrist. He doesn't have to let go, he can still hold on to your collar, it doesn't matter. Rotate the wrist, grab two hands on one if you want, point your guns to help you, and go like this. As he goes down, knee strike. Alright guys, now in full speed. Now, strong guys grabs you by two collars. Guys, he's kind of concentrating on driving you, okay? His whole concentration is in upper body. So there's a variety of things you can do to just loosen up. Our main technique is going to be standing arm bar from here, okay? And in order to loosen him up, there's a couple of things to do. Cup your hands, slap. If severity of situation requires, gouge your thumbs. Your hands are free, he's grabbing you by your chest, like this, okay? You can go like this, and then two knife hands. Okay, you can slide your body in, groin strike, shin strike, whatever you want to do, even uppercut, if you want to box, if you're a good boxer. He's open. Cut right through, one and a hook, whatever. Whatever you want to do. So, as soon as we loosen him up with some kind of strike or series of strike, okay? I'm gonna grab him once again, thumb here, like this, okay? And after I grab him, I'm going to reinforce the hand and slide him, roll him off my chest like this. Start rotating this way. You see, first pressure in the wrist kicks in and he follows up. It goes here and he follows to alleviate the pressure. Once his body is tilting, I'm going to reinforce all my fingers in one spot like this. Step in between his legs and follow up with a standing arm bar. Remember guys, you want to be very close to your partner. If you're here and very relaxed, even if he doesn't know anything about fighting, he's just gonna like roll through to alleviate the pressure. Of course you can follow up, but you don't want to. You want to make nice and short and compact grip. So once again, double-handed grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to do. Grab on the inside, rotate, step. You want to have cheek-to-cheek contact, very, very close. We want to be very close. Your armpit goes over his shoulder, and that will create leverage. This part comes up, and this part goes down. Once you hear what you want to do, sometimes people just like start like getting in their wrestling mode, and they keep the arm together close to them, and they squeezing. Nothing's gonna happen. Watch, guys. His arm bends this way. I don't want to get it this way. It's a very specific and particular move. As I'm applying pressure down and getting like in a horse stance, my knee stops him from going any further. Okay? If there's no stoppage, he'll roll through. So I'm gonna stop him with my knee in his chest, like this. And this is airplane taken out this way. That is the angle of applying submission. Like this. Of course, when you train, you do it gradually. When you do it in a bad guy, you go and snap. Once again, double-handed grab. Any type of loosen up technique. Uppercut, eye gouge, slap, knee strike. Your hands are free, okay? He's just stupidly muscling you. And if he's strong, he'll succeed unless you react just like that. After you did this, just for demonstration purposes, you want to reach, grab his hand, start rotating with both hands. You see? Two hands on one. And as you rotate like this, he's going down, step through, finish. So two hands, once again. He's going to let go with the second arm, with the second hand. If you must, guys, if situation requires, you can break his arm. First thing, you can still control him with the wrist lock, okay? Apply pain, inflict pain. But if you feel that you have to. Just drop your chest and rip your hand up like this. Alright guys, now we look at the situation when the guy punches you. Just remember, once again, sport fighting, no holds barred boxing is different. We're dealing with a trained athlete, so trained specifically for a good fighter, for for athlete. And remember, there's always referee to stop it and all that stuff. Street fight is a little different. So let's look at the common combination. 1, 2. Okay, mostly guys punching like this, which are easily timed punches. But let's look at it, 1, 2. 1, 2. So like jab and then power punch. So we're here, guys, on a note, on a special note, try never telegraph your intentions and your skills. Couple of times, I got in Russia, I got in the fights with multiple guys, and I was a smart ass or whatnot. So I got in the stance, and everybody wanted to beat up a karate guy. So be always unassuming, okay? And never provoke, and always use force only when you have to, okay? So once you're here, if you get in the stance, start bobbing, he knows, that he's in for a fight. Maybe he'll disengage, or maybe he'll get enraged and ego will come into play. So I recommend always unassuming stance. So as he throws a jab, okay? He throws a jab, just move a little bit, just enough to avoid it, okay? And don't move laterally, move back. Because after you move back, you invite him to follow up with a power punch with a longer weapon, right here, okay? So he throws jab, you move back, and now he's going to throw, his left hand in this case. And as soon as he throws it, you want to duck under, you want to time it. That's a classical device for wrestlers, grapplers, Sambo guys, to close the distance. Very simple. He's giving it to you. Okay? So once again, jab, move back, power punch, move in, and you here. Okay? From here, slide your grip, double leg takedown, and whatever you must do. Stomp, throw his legs to the outside, soccer kick, leg lock, this one, snap a heel hook, whatever you want to do, or just get away. Once again, guys, it's about to start fighting you. Okay, relax, relax, use your training, don't telegraph your knowledge. So he jabs you, step back, invite him for power punch, penetrate like this, you see where my knee is, guys, on the takedown? The farther I am, the more I have to bend. The more I bend, the more I'm inviting him to strike me in the spine maybe, or knee me. So always try to go through him. Once again, 1, 2, like this. You see, I struck him with my shoulder, he's already about to go backwards. I want to grab him, yank, groin strike, push leg outside, soccer kick. So, once again, defend 1-2 combination. He strikes, move back a little bit, just not to get strike. And guys, he's gonna follow up. He might follow up with the same punch, it doesn't matter. But, you give yourself time to like regroup on the first punch, and then the second one, you shoot. As he shoots power punch, you get down low. You get down low, and now two forces are colliding. He's going this way, and mine is going this way. Because of my center of gravity lowering, I have advantage in a takedown game. So, like this. Boom. I'm hitting him. Grabbing, and what I'm doing, I'm just ripping him up. Okay, that's a Sambo way of doing double leg. You just rip him up. Remember, guys, some guys are very clever. Some guys, when they go, with bad intentions, they wear cups, believe it or not. So maybe, you strike him, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just spin the leg and follow up, kick to the back of the head like this. Once again, guys, watch timing and explosiveness on my takedown. Remember, on the street there is no mess, there is hard surface. So hopefully you'll knock the wind out of him on his way down. Alright guys, let's talk about wrist grabs a little bit. Tim grabs me by the wrist. If your goal is simply to get out, it's very simple. Just move against thumb. Don't pull. If I pull, you see all fingers are engaged in grabbing. You're going to be pulling forever. So very simple and very explosive, just yank out. If there's two hands in one, you can reinforce yourself and yank out. Okay, now moving into a controlling technique. He grabs me like this. Once again, I start applying circular motion like this. Catch him in the midway, this way. Regrab and apply either this wrist lock, sideways wrist lock, or standing arm bar, like such. Either one is good. In a street, guys, you don't know which one is gonna fall into place. So he grabs. Of course, always use loosen up techniques. Slap him, ear strike, punch, eye gouge, groin strike, whatever. It's a combat. It's not grappling situation anymore. Start rotating, grab, so he doesn't pull. If I want to get away, I'll get away now. If I go in my circle motion, now I won't control. Therefore, grab before he lets go. You grab, switch around, step back, and do either this one, the wrist lock, or standing arm bar. Alright guys, watch the hand movement closely. Standing arm bar. Now guys, a cross grip. He grabbed me like this before, now he grabbed me from this way. Once again, we have two options. The first one is going to be your wrist lock. Very similar to the first technique, just a different grab. He's here, rotate. Put your hand on his knuckles like this. Here's your close up. That's your, quote unquote grappling technique. And another one is combat, and I love this one. It's a real shocker. If he grabs you, what you do, guys, you have to relax this hand. As you relax, you like hammer lock yourself. And as you hammer lock, you step, elbow strike. Now, guys, this one is like a whirlwind, like a tornado. He grabs you. The stronger he grabs on, the better for you. Relax your joint, go like this, circular step, follow through with an elbow strike. Watch from this angle. Continuous momentum. Elbow is a good tool to hit with, plus you gain the momentum of spinning. Alright guys, now full speed. Alright guys, defense against kicks. The first one is against the push kick, the door kicking kick. Very simple and yet very effective defense. Team is about to kick me. As he kicks, I want to step back, catch him by the heel, lift up and just jam his sole of his foot. Once you're here guys and you see his intent, don't telegraph that you can fight back, but be ready. Sometimes what you want to do, you want to turn a little bit sideways to protect your front line, okay? Your big target right now and your small target now, So here, and as soon as he kicks, step back, catch the foot, lift it up. It doesn't matter if he's very flexible, because you're not testing his flexibility, but nevertheless, lift it up a little bit, and with this hand, push as you're stepping forward, like this. Alright guys, let's talk about defense against roundhouse. It could be perfectly executed roundhouse, like this, or it could be like a 45 kick, you know, like this. It's not a straight kick, and it's not a roundhouse kick, it's somewhere in the middle, but it still comes laterally. First thing is first, if team is kicking and I try to block, it's very ungrateful business. Okay, let's imagine we are intermediate conditioned athlete, okay? So if you catch it, kick on an extension, right here, it's gonna hurt. So if you want to stay inside the kick, you have to step in. If you want, you can step back. That's, of course, it's always an option. But as team kicks, always emphasize footwork. Footwork is the key to any style of fighting. So as team kicks, I want to step in, and even if there is contact, I'm gonna catch the middle of his thigh, which is, you know, not hurtful whatsoever. So he kicks, I'm gonna step in and whizzer, grab like this. You know, duck your head right away, because right here he'll try to punch you to get away. So you wanna dive and close the distance and grab him, either by the elbow or by some kind of jacket. If he's got, you know, anything to grab on, grab like this. So that's how you end it up. Leg and arm. Now what you wanna do, you wanna step across with my left leg in this case, and throw him over. You can arm lock him, kick him, do whatever you want if the severity of situation requires, or you can simply get away. Run. So watch again, guys. Step out of the range, get close. If he punches you, it should be like rabbit punches, not fully blown strikes to the head. Grip up to him, control him. Because even if you're close and you don't grab him, he's gonna still try to get distance and punch you. So grab this arm. Now you control it. Now he can punch you. Right? Can try. Yeah, he cannot. Step across with my left leg in this case, and throw him with what we call передняя подножка, frontal leg trip. Follow up with appropriate actions. Alright guys, sometimes you're aware of your attacker and his intentions when you see him. Sometimes you stepped out of the car or bathroom or whatever and he's right there. He was waiting for you, okay? And he grabbed you. If he was a good Muay Thai fighter, of course he'll neck clinch you and then you're in deep trouble. Of course there's stuff to do from here. But let's say he just grabbed you like this from behind and wants to knee you. That's a very typical grab, by the shoulder or somewhere back of the back. As soon as he grabs me like this, guys, okay? The best defense, of course, will be try to post your hands in here, like this. That will be one of them. Try not to block like this, because if he's a strong guy and he'll create momentum and he'll brush through your defense, okay, knock through it. So if it's blocking, try to block him at the very beginning of his knee, not in the middle, like this. Of course, any kind of blocking is better than eating knees. But the second thing you want to do, you want to just penetrate through right away. Don't stay in a bent up position. You're vulnerable, you're in a bad position, grappling wise. So what you want to do, you want to right away step in. Okay? Step in. He can still throw the sideways knees, what they do in Muay Thai. Yes, like this. But it's a little bit better than getting hit flesh on. So here you are. You came out. Oh, here he is. Grab you and block, and then try to step in. After you stepped in, guys, you here like this. Put your hand here, other hand here. Lift him up and drop. Okay, guys. If he grab me, and if I don't grab or block him correctly, he's gonna throw with his knees. And it's very unpleasant. Maybe you'll get knocked out, okay? If you start just trashing madly, nothing is going to happen. He can still catch up with you because he's got control, okay? So right away, stand and block. Control his hips. Once you're ready, step in, grab, and remember, guys, in combat, what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock him on his head. I'm going to drop his head first, what we call fire extinguisher. You know, in all the days, if you pop the fire extinguishers, they start forming, and that's exactly what I want to do to him. I don't want to give him full rotation like in sport and drop him on his back. I want to lift him up and spike. Alright, guys, you do not have to be big and strong. Of course, some physical fitness, requires to do any physical activity, but the way you lift him is not with your back, which will strain your back. You'll step like this and jump up, okay? So you here, block, step in. You see, as I'm stepping in, my posture is getting in the correct lineup. You grab him, step through, lift up, down. Alright, guys, as you know, lots of street fights do go to the ground. They always start standing up, and very often they do go to the ground. Some people prefer to slug it up on the mat. They want to take you down, and those are the guys you want to be afraid of, and those are the guys you don't want to go on the ground with. So once you see some kind of charging attack, you probably would realize that he wants to be in a close quarter combat, probably take you down and punch you from the top. And in this case, you want to emphasize the striking aspect of combat Sambo and stay away from him. Okay? So you want to box with a grappler and grapple with a boxer. So here we are. We'll look at two scenarios. On the first one, I time Tim's shoot or his tackle or whatever. As soon as he shoots, common wrestling, grappling technique, you want to sprawl, get your hips away. Remember, guys, never grab him over like such, because good guy is going to peek through and take you down anyway. So what you want to do right away, you want to block him with your forearms or underhooks, either way, or combination of both. So as he shoots, you sprawl. Okay, sprawl and keep him away. Keep him away. If he keeps pushing, he's going to push you with him, and that's good, because I'm maintaining the distance. But once I'm here, what I want to do, you see, once I'm sprawling, my feet are staggered, or sometimes they're like this. If they staggered, this knee's already ready to, to be a weapon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to control him by his head and boom, hit him with my knee. Once or maybe twice. 1, 2, then I want to step to the outside, snap him down, come up with an elbow, choke him out or whatever. Once again, guys, counter grappling. Team shoots or tackles you, right away sprawl. However, you don't do your classical wrestling sprawl. You don't want to go on the mat. You just want to get your hips away. And you want to utilize other weapons than wrestling weapons, in this case. So team shoots or tackles, right? Step away, block him with your forearms or underhook like this. It doesn't matter. You see, I got away. Don't hug him like this. Got away, my knee is cocked. And I'm going to hit him once or maybe twice, then apply elbow. If I want, once he gets dizzy, I want to grab his chin like this and this part of his head and just will him over like that. Another good techniques, if team shoots and he did latch on like this, okay? He did grab you. And you can't hit him with your knee in his face already because he's controlling your feet. So what you want to do, you want to reach over, and grab this hand like this, reach over, grab this hand like this. Arm lock. Once again, he shot, you didn't have time to sprawl, you're right here. Grab his hand right away, okay? First, you start peeling, because you want to eliminate this pulling device of his, okay? So there's a few functions into grabbing his hand. You peeling, you defending takedown, then you're using this to submit him. Reach under, grab your own hand, you see, inverted figure 4. And now, in a quick manner, I'm gonna rip it like this, and start bringing it this way, like such. You see, pain is gonna start kick in, and in order to alleviate it, he's gonna start rotating towards that wall side. And as he goes, I take him down and break it. One more time. Always, of course, try to sprawl. Even if he grabbed you, you don't want to remain upright. He'll take you down. You always want to cross facing him like this. You know, get his spine out of alignment. You want to kick him out. Get some kind of leverage behind your technique. Reach and grab. Over. And peel in a very harsh, violent manner. Like this. And once again, not gradually, but very quick, you rotate him. And his joint, being dislocated, is going to take him with him. Like this. And finish by breaking. Go. Alright guys, let's talk about guillotine choke for a while. Guillotine could be applied at many leverages, like this, or lower double leg, anyway. Okay, so let's look about double leg takedown on Tim's behalf. When he was so good, he did put me on my back. So he shoots, boom, and he does take me. So once again guys, it's all about timing. Once you feel your balance has been broken, and you are going down, you have to react. You want to latch on your grip like this. Like this. Preferably, of course, head exclusively, not head and arm. For self-defense purposes, this would be good. But this is even better. And the way you grab it, you jam your forearm in his throat, like such, and you're reinforcing this way. So, as Tim is tilting you and breaking your balance, and you're going, you want to put this foot on the inner thigh of his and roll him over. Let's move back a little bit this way. So as he is shooting, taking you down, roll with him, take him back, and apply guillotine this way. As soon as he hits you and either uses advantage of his weight or your lack of weight and strength, you go with the flow, classical self-defense device. He hits you, tilts you over right away. Jam that arm, jam it like a, like a punch. And as he's taking you over, put your foot inside, put it over, follow up, grapevine the legs, and now arch your hips into him like you're doing a lower back exercise, like this. Alright guys, let's talk a little bit about extension weapons. Extension weapons. Stick. Tim wants to hit me in the head or whatever, body, with this part. So it's very simple. I have to either get out, which might not be beneficial because, you know, he'll reach me, or I can get in, which is much better. Once I get in, I'm not getting hit with a stick, which is a hard thing, but with a forearm, which is easy to control. Okay, deny him leverage of the stick. So as he hits you, you want to step. If he's righty, you want to step with your right. It's very important, guys. Step with your right leg, because you're going to go instantly into the throw, and you're going to cut your stepping pattern into 2 steps instead of 3. So as he blocks, you want to block, possibly with 2 hands if the guy is strong like this. You want to grab and maybe rotate it a little bit. Note, guys, a little technicality. A good guy will hold the stick like that, a good fighter, in order to be able to execute butt strikes, okay? So once you're here, you can loop your forearm and use it to, you know, to get the stick away from you, okay? Not just like this, but get the forearm under and go like this. So he's striking, you're blocking, rotating the arm a little bit. Now you can do back fist, elbow, strike here, any kind of strike to loosen him up and move right into the shoulder throw. Remember, I'll do it on Timmy this way, but in the combat, you do combat throw against the joint. So as you throw him, he falls, squeeze his arm right away. Slide your hands and remove against the thumb, step back, strike, or choke. Watch again, guys, technique. Step in as he strikes, block 1 hand or 2 hands, that's fine. You open hand, block, then you grab right away, use the butt of the stick against him to rotate the hand a little bit out like this. Strike here, strike here, strike here, strike here, somewhere, or combination to loosen him up. My leg is here, and all I have to do 1 step to fit in. And I throw Tim like this, pinch his arm, grab the stick, remove against thumb, either strike any area, or choke, or strike and choke. Stick hand here. So guys, to get the shoulder throw, remember I step with my right leg, I cut the distance already. All I have to do is just rotate like this, get my hips under, and pop him up. As I pop, I add upper body torque, upper body rotation, like this. And when you throw him, normally look at the very fine details. In a competition, I throw and I'll give a little tag on him, so he slams, so he doesn't slam hard. Okay? But in this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive him into the mat. Okay? Not like traditional Sambo judo, little whirlwind at the end, but like, come on top of him, like such. This way. Okay guys, in this technique, he stroked me like this and I was able to duck or move, and now he's here. He doesn't want to, you know, lose the attack, and he's going to slash me from so-called weak side. So this way and this way, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. 1, I'm going to step, close the distance, block with both hands. Okay, once again guys, you don't want to be here. You want to be very close to his body, like such. Once you're here, we're going to do what we call обратное бедро, reverse hip throw. Okay? You here, grab him like this, go around the waist, step through with your left leg, throw, remove the stick against thumb, follow up with a strike, or choke, or what have you. Once again, guys, hit from the weak side. Here, step in. One other option I like to do a lot is standing arm bar, like this. So you can do this at any time. But we're going to go into throwing techniques because I want to slam him. So I block right away. I grab his arm like this. I go around his waist this way. And I'm going to step across with my left leg in this case. Get my hips across. Slam. See, once I'm here, guys, I'm going to grab the stick from this end. You see how I'm removing against his thumb? So reach for the long side of the stick. Whip it out. 1, 2, 3. Whatever you feel appropriate. As far as knife defenses go, guys, I'm going to cover one technique. I introduced, a bunch of things. You can do this type thing, you can do this type thing, this in any combination of progression. So it's all up to you, to research or whatever. So just a simple thing. We're going to do diving armbar against gut attack like this. So, team wants to attack me. Oh, you see, he did a good job. Make sure, guys, you train properly, because sometimes what happens, people attack you here, or they stop here. It's a rubber knife, so get as realistic as possible. And then when you drill, you can put like a lipstick on a knife, or use a keel or something. So if you get tagged, you see where you get tagged to make it more worth your while, your training. Okay? So team hits me. All I have to do is move, a little bit away from him. Okay? I don't have time because he's moving fast and he's got extension of a few inches in his arm, so I can't really, cut big angles. You might get your good suit cut or your short, ripped, but all you have to do just escape it for, for a millimeter right here. So you want to step like this, make him slide by right here, and instantly, guys, as you step in, I'm breaking it in phases, but you want to grab him as you step in, because once he's missed, he's going to attack again and again. So you want to assume control no matter how ugly and stupid it looks right away. Because right now, he's not your attacker. Knife is your enemy, okay? He chose the knife. Once the knife is out, you're fighting him again. So once again, you hear just like this. And instantly follow up into control. Okay? Try not to grab him by the wrist, because if the piece is big, he can rotate and cut you. Try to grab him by the wrist. And once you're here, you want to sit out as you're doing a scarf hold from standing position. My left leg is going to get this way, and I'm going to drop all my body weight on his shoulder joint and rip this up like this. Okay? That is going to break his arm. If it does not break somehow, I'm going to break it in a secure environment right here, like such. After it's broken, we have to remove the knife. With my right hand, I'm going to come under, like such, and goose his hand. Remember, guys, don't grab it like this. That's for silly demonstrations. You can't grab it like this. You're going to cut yourself. You have to come under his wrist, goose it like this, and as you goose it, he's going to release. Once you're here, depending on severity, you can lift his head, cut him like this. You can cut his major artery so he bleeds. In case you can cut his wrist artery here, whatever you want to do. As you see, it's a slight turn. Follow up, shoot out. Guys, and once I do it in one motion, not in phases. I'm just explaining. Shoot out and just slam on top of him. Break his arm, get under, remove the knife. Always remove the knife even if you're not intending to hurt him, and then appropriate attack. Slash his calf, slash his hamstring, slash his tricep or bicep. If you have to, lift him like this, cut him from ear to ear. Alright, guys, move without a partner. Guys coming at me, I rotate 180 degrees, but I don't step like this. Just a tiny bit right away. I'm re-grabbing his hand, sitting out, breaking. Now guys, let's look at this kind of attack. Tim grabs me and puts the knife to my throat. It's not a transitional move when I can readjust. He's here, okay? And he's not like this where I can still do stuff. He's grabbing me. Very dangerous. I cannot move back. Once I start moving back, he's gonna slash me. If I try to grab his arm, he's gonna slash me. If I try to move this way, he's gonna slash me, okay? The only way you can move, that's the only way you can move, guys, it's towards his pinky, like this, for a split second, okay? And as you move, you have to reinforce your movement right away, otherwise he's going to catch up. Okay? So what you do, guys, watch. Don't try to grab with this hand. That's his seeing side, and that's his blind side. Right, Tim? You can see this hand right here. Okay? He cannot. He blocked himself. So what you want to do, you want to start rotating your neck away towards his pinky, like this, and instantly, from a blind side, hit him like this. Okay, and once you hear rotate, hit, you're going into standing armbar. Reinforce, twist, step up, break, remove, cut. Guys, my recommendation, if you don't feel that you're going to commit and you know his intent is just to mug you, give him whatever the hell he wants. You'll spend more money in the emergency room. But if it's a situation of life and death, you know, and money won't do it, you have to commit just like this, and you have to be vicious and very, very quick. Okay? So what you do, move, throw it away for a second, hit him from blind side, reinforce the grab, step, break his arm, remove, grab, cut. Alright guys, guns. Once again, if your guy wants to shoot you and he'll shoot you from this distance, there's nothing you can do. I guess you can try to, like, you know, run from side to side, try to make some kind of roll and kick it out or whatever. I don't know. But from close quarter combat, if Tim puts the gun to my head right away, first thing you want to do, make sure that you're giving up. Okay, it's a tactical game right now. My objective is survival. I'll tell him whatever. I'll tell him I'm a punk and I'll eat dog crap and I'll be crying. I want to get ahead of the game. I want his guard to drop. I want him to relax and become reactive, not proactive. Okay, so once I'm here, I'm going to say, oh, please, please, no, take it easy. Universal sign of surrender, hands up. And now what I'm going to do, technique by itself, I'm going to drop very quickly, like this. And as I'm dropping, he's going to what? Follow with the gun, just like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do as I'm dropping, this hand is going to come up and block the gun, this way. My second hand is going to come up and hit him in his wrist like such. So what we're doing, we're going like a reverse wrist lock, like a wrist bar or whatnot. Okay? And you grab not his hand, guys, you grab his gun. You grab the gun for leverage. And what you want to do, you want to apply this wrist bar using gun for leverage. Remove it. Step back. Get possession of the gun and point at him. Oh, please, 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 no. 1, 2. You see gun is pointed at him. Yank it forward. Step back. Rotate the gun. Once again, guys, note, fine motions with your hands. Like this, simultaneously, like a scissor. Okay? Once again, I surrender, please don't shoot me. I duck, my hands spring in a scissor-like motion. Like this, grabbing the gun, controlling his wrist, or move forward. Remember guys, watch, his finger is here. So once I reverse here, I can shoot him just like this. Boom, 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 boom. I remove, step back, rotate the gun. Oh, please don't. Alright guys, you are taken to the ground. Always make sure that that you end up in a guard. I'm not going to cover that portion right now. We'll assume that I put him in a guard. That's a very good defensive position. It could be close guard, open guard, or whatever. First technique is how simply get up without doing anything, just to get up from under him. So you hear, he took you down. He couldn't be a good puncher, he could be a very smart one, and he starts peppering you with strikes. Okay? So in this case, what you do, just cover up, and you have to apply head movement, and you want to keep him away. Okay, move your head, squeeze your guard, move him away. Okay, that's number one. Number two is the opposite. You want to squeeze him and pull him towards you, like this. As soon as you pull him towards you, you want to wither his arm. Okay, now what you're doing, you're holding him close. And don't worry about stalemating, be patient. This is not a match. It doesn't have to be exciting. So you hear, maybe you grab his head and just breathe. That's a very effective, tying up technique. Okay? So either move your head or then suck him in, grab him either two wizards or wizard and a head. And now we're going to get up. Once you're here, you have him close, you don't have to control him with your legs as much anymore. You can drop. As you drop, you start hipping out, shrimping out, shrimp this way, like this. See, you drag your leg out. Once you're here, guys, you can let go of the head, okay, and post yourself on your elbow, like this. Apply pressure on his shoulder so he doesn't, you don't want him to get up and roll you back, okay? So apply pressure with your shoulder. This leg drives into him. Once you're here, once you're like this, all you have to do, just pull your leg out. Get up, run away. You're in a street, he starts throwing punches, like do reverse crunch, pull him into you like this, like a koala. Wizard his arm, okay? Now drop your legs, start hipping out. Hip out, hip out. Put yourself on your elbow and drag this leg out. Now you're here. Alright guys, in a street fight or any kind of fight, you don't want to be here. From now, I cannot really be intermediate type of guy. I have to be a quite good grappler in order to get out of here. Okay, so there is techniques to roll him off, of course, but always try to put him in a guard. As he starts punching me, I want to grab, as he comes in, I want to move my head, grab his arm, trap the leg on the same side. Both limbs are trapped, okay, and now I roll him over towards this side. Now he cannot post himself from not being rolled over. And I roll like this. Once again, guys, watch my legs and arms. Note how I trap the whole side. As he punches me, I want to move and grab. Maybe pull him close to me. This leg, trapping his leg over here on the same side of a trapped arm. Both limbs are trapped, and now I roll him. I bop and roll. End up in a top position. Guys, when he's in your guard, there's a variety of things to do. You can sweep him, arm lock him, choke him. I will not be reinventing the wheel, and I'll stick to very good triangle choke. So once he's here, try to control at least one of his arms, okay? And he would want to punch you, maybe to get this one free or whatever. Yeah, and he can only punch with one hand. As soon as you see it cocking, what you want to do, you want to free this leg like such, and as he comes down, you want to kick up like this. Okay, so actually what he's doing, he's diving in your triangle if you time it nicely. Okay, like this. Once again. If you want to set it up a little bit more, you can put your foot right here. It's going to be closer. Okay, so as soon as you see him cocking, you start kicking through. And you follow up with another leg too. This leg shoots like such. So in a little quicker motion, it's going to be like this. Here. I scissor my legs, this arm, I want to push it across my body, grab his head, and rotate towards this side, always towards this side, leg on his neck. After I rotate it, I want to lock my legs in a figure 4 device, maybe pull my leg to help me, to assist, and now squeeze, choke him out. So first thing is first, control, hand, or both hands, you can set him up even more, okay? So you let him presume that you want to control and he wants to pull out. As soon as he pulls out, and he wants to punch you back, throw this leg simultaneously with this one. Like this. Scissor your legs, push this across, rotate, figure 4, choke. Alright guys, you tripped, somehow you end up in this situation. If you're a good grappler, you always try to, face him up. But nevertheless, you hear he starts pounding you. First guys, from here you want to duck even lower, like this. And you want to do escape through the back door. Okay, it's like a cat stretch escape. So here you want to duck, and you want to start lifting your butt up. As you lift your butt up, yes, you driving your arms out like such, grabbing him here, and bucking him forward. Okay guys, you're in a street fight. The guy is a pounder, he's not a grappler. If he's a grappler, I'm in trouble. He's gonna get his hooks in, start walking the choke. Okay, but once I'm here, very quickly you wanna duck like a tripod position, and as you're coming up, backdoor escape, grab both ankles, buck him forward. Alright guys, now you're here, dire straits, bad situation. He was, able to flatten you out and gonna pound the back of your head. So first thing what you want to do, you want to buck him a little bit, like this, and turn on your side, okay? So what you do, turn on your side and protect one side. Okay, now your back is not exposed anymore, only side, which you can defend. Once you're here, what you want to do, you want to drive this leg like this and rotate on your back. You're in a half guard. Continue rotation over here. Protect this side, block this knee, pull him in a guard. And now you have all the leverage for other stuff. Arm bars, arm locks, sweeps, so forth. Okay guys, he's on your back. You don't see when he strikes you, so you can't really emphasize the head movement. Cover up, put your elbows, it gives you leverage to hop. And what you do, you throw him in the air a little bit and rotate to either side, like this. Okay, protect this side. He is right here. Drive one leg out, put him in a half guard. Rotate quickly to other side. Protect this side, post his knee, pull this leg out, pull him in a guard. And now you do either escape or triangle we just taught you. Another common attack. Guys is about to grab your neck from the rear. Once you feel he's attacking you, okay, even if he's in the back, once you feel his hands are getting around your neck, you want to bend like this and step behind. So from the rear neck attack, you changing it to this kind of headlock. So he starts squeezing, right? He wants to bring you down. What you want to do, you want to step behind like this, okay? Bring your hand over here for more leverage and just trip him down. Keep on the headlock. He keeps on the headlock. You just hip heist, get your knee on his belly, get your arm here, pop open, arm lock. Once again, guys, common attack, especially among teenagers. Side headlock like this. Step back, put this hand here, chop the leg, sit back like this, hip heist, get knee on the belly, start popping up. After you popped, inverted armbar. Alright guys, to get the leverage for this technique, I'm going to keep pinning him with my knee. This knee stops him from rotating towards me to alleviate the pressure. I'm going to squeeze it like this between my chin and my shoulder and apply pressure with my forearm, not my hand, on top of his elbow. Guys, we just covered most common attacks, armed or otherwise, very basic, very much of a staple of self-defense. There is many more to come, plus there is many more that you will develop. Just remember that just watching the tape will not make you a self-defense expert. You have to train in a proper environment under proper supervision and stay away from bad situation. If you have to use my techniques, I wish you the best of luck.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Давай, до конца. Руку встречай, бери отворот. Ну. Пряменько, пряменько стой. Захват возьми правой. Правой. Опа, открывай руку. Открывай руку.
That's right, that's what you do.
Уходи оттуда. Уходи, Саня.
I'm sorry.
Руки, руки, руки.
From the ultimate school, also in New Jersey, he is the Russian Sambo champion, in the 175-pound category, Vladislav Koulikov. Give him a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate School, Sambo 10. Gentlemen, ring for your final discussion. Let's get it on! Come on, Vlad. It's your fight, Vlad.
You can get the video from your friend's fight from that guy that was filming on camera, right? Some guy was filming the whole thing like this guy. Yeah, get that.
Oh, we got a hold there. Okay, 144 into the first round. The lockout tap out. Ethiopian Jid. Ultimate Sambo. Let's go.
Like to have advanced middleweight, advanced middleweights like to
Come on, Vlad! Come on, Vlad! Don't
ring number
That's it, that's it, that's it!
advanced middleweight
That's it, that's it!
number one.
Do it! Good, Vlad. Got his arm? Do you have his arm? Good. Good, good. That's it, that's it, that's it. Oh, excuse me, guys. No, these guys. Come on, Vlad! There you go. I can't see. That's it, think it.
good though. He's good.
Come on, Vlad.
Attaboy.
There's no pinpoints in this stuff. No. Come on, Vlad. Going for a choke. You ain't gonna get it that way. Strong, I got you. Yeah, Vlad. That's sweet. That's fine. Armbar, armbar. Oh, go. Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up. Come on, Vlad. Get out, Vlad. He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go. Yeah, Vlad.